Hello all, Name Explain is back. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, wonderful new year. I had 2 whole weeks off and I'm actually recording this on my first day back. The day you're watching this video, Monday the 10th, I'm recording it this day. So this is literally the first thing I'm doing after my wonderful 2 weeks off of eating and gorging myself on loads of food and drinking lots of various fluids. I'm sure you can imagine sort of things I drink when I've got time off, building Lego, reading comic books, watching TV, going swimming, eating lots of food as I always mention. Just a wonderful 2 weeks off really, but I'm back. Name Explain production on 2022 is officially beginning right here, right now. And as always, I like to start my year with a new year update video of sorts. As you're seeing right now, I do these more or less every year on the channel now, and this year's no exception. I like to talk about how last year went. I like to look back on what I said in the last update video and see how I reacted on that. And I like to sort of say what my aim is for this year as well in one particular way. And as always, these videos have no script at all. So I'm just rambling. Let's see what happens, shall we? So I watched my 2021 update video and I kind of had a bit of a dour note on it really. I was like, oh, in 2020 I didn't want to care about numbers, but in 2021 I am going to care about numbers. That's literally more or less what I said. I said I really wanted to hit $1,000 on Patreon. We didn't hit that. We're never going to hit that, guys. I've been trying to drill home $1,000 for quite a while now, and you know what? That's fine. I do. I appreciate anyone who does support on Patreon. Even if it's just a $1 a month on Patreon, that's incredible. I'm not gonna try and focus on that as much anymore, but if you do want to donate on Patreon, that's great, but don't worry if you can't, but can if you do, if you want to. I'm gonna say the normal stuff, but I'm gonna try and let go of that dream because that clearly isn't going to happen, and that's okay. We all have our limits. This sort of seems to be the Name Explains limit, and that's fine. It's amazing. I do get that much anyway. That was my main goal of 2021. I sort of said, what else did I say in that video? I think I said I wanted to be on camera more, which I did in 2020 an awful lot. I did more in 2021, and that is happening here, so we're going to see me on camera an awful lot more. So by and large, how would I rate my 2021? It was a really interesting year. I'm sure it was an interesting year for a lot of us. It wasn't quite the sheep show. I'm going to say sheep show, that's fun. It wasn't quite the sheep show 2020 was, for a lot of variety of reasons. My life changed quite dramatically in 2021. I moved to a whole new house. Like, these are different white walls to the white wall you used to see in my videos. So yeah, that was a huge change. Really interesting change there, but Name Explain continues. I'm still here making these silly videos. So what do I want to do for 2022? I hear you asking. Well, I've kind of already begun this. My sort of mantra for 2022 is just take it easy, just be more relaxed. I did this towards the latter half of 2021. I just want to break out of what I normally do. For so long it's been Fun with First Names, then 2 animated videos on the Wednesday and the Friday. I want to break that. I used to get really stressed about not making videos. Like if I had to take a week off or like a weekend off, I'd like rummage and be really stressed. Oh no, I'm not going to have a Monday video this week. I'm not going to have a Wednesday video this week, and my entire channel's going to collapse on itself. Well, I've taken enough videos off now to realise that isn't the case. Name Explain's in a kind of stable position. I've just come off of 2 weeks with no content on the channel at all, and it hasn't caved in completely, which is really good to know. So things are fine basically. I'm just going to try and relax more and not be as stressed about not making videos. If I have to take a Wednesday off, I have to take a Wednesday off. If I have to take a Friday off, I have to, and that's it. That's the whole reason I wanted to do YouTube, was to be in control of my own time and not be bogged down in things like that. And I really let myself get bogged down, and I'm gonna debog myself. The year of debogging, that's 2022 for you. So yeah, that's kind of the main thing I'm gonna be. But however, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna just take videos off willy-nilly because I want to. I'm still gonna work really hard. I have to work really hard. But if something comes up in life, I'm not gonna be as stressed about missing out on a video or so. And I hope you guys are cool with that as well. I remember I was watching a video on Instagram. I think it was Annika Rose. She did a really cool sort of Instagram reel talking about how the people who value their content most are the creators themselves. And like, if you take some time off, the person who cares most is you. Most other people live their daily life, and that's so true. There's lots of other YouTubers I watch who take a lot of time off, and I'm not sitting there like, oh, they've got time off, and you guys aren't sitting there about thinking that about me. Or maybe you are, what do I know? But that's just something I sort of realised, that you got to think how other people view it, and that's just something. But What I also want to do when I do not have time to make a full video, I want to do more silly videos, and that's something I've been doing a lot in 2021 as well. The things like the can name, explain, name every country video, then can quizzes, guess my name video, just stuff like that. The name generator video, silly sort of content like that. I really enjoy doing those more sort of silly, light-hearted videos, and I want to do more of those in 2022. Just break out of this sort of cycle, just every now and then just do a more off-center silly video, especially when I don't have time to make a full normal video. So that's another aim as well. I've actually got one kind of coming up for Wednesday this week, a video about words in 2021, and it's going to be an on-camera, more light-hearted kind of take of a video. That's kind of my main aim for 2022, just chill out basically. What do I call it? The debog year, the year of debugging. That's what we're doing this year. That's what I mentioned earlier. Like I said, I don't have any sort of script for these videos. I just waffle on and waffle on and waffle on and just see what comes out. This is my yearly therapy session, really, guys. I hope you're cool with that. Percy's cool with that. But that's it. And then one last thing I want to do in 2022, and this is kind of an aim. I really hope this comes into fruition. I've kind of set things in motion. I've been thinking about it. It might not happen, but it might happen, who knows. I would love to do an on-camera, on-location video, so explaining a name and being in that place, like walking around the streets or walking in the countryside, like somewhere. I know that's kind of hard to do with COVID knocking about, but I've kind of got a plan. I've got a camera operator in mind, an editor in mind, my new editor Ambo in mind, and hopefully that might come to fruition at some point this year. Maybe not though. Who knows? However, there's more to this video than just my update this year, as I'm also revealing the winners of my book giveaway, what I announced late December. The Original Names, Words and Everything Between Volume 2, my second book, came out recently. I should have grabbed a copy. There's loads of copies down there I'm pointing at. I should have grabbed one to wave around. Maybe I will at the next take, but no, I'm gonna do it now. One moment, guys. One moment. Here we go. Oh. Professional, yeah. So this is my book, Original Names, Words and Everything Between Volume 2, is now available for release. And as you know, I did a giveaway. I wanted you guys to share your favourite etymologies with me, and I was going to pick 3 of those to win a signed copy of the book. Should have grabbed that sooner. Don't know if I just showed my bath in that video. I don't know, maybe I did. And I've picked those 3 winners right now, and I'm going to share with you my 3 favourite entries, but I loved all of your guys' entries. They were all absolutely incredible. I'm sorry I only had to pick 3 of them. I wish I could pick them all, but I just haven't got enough copies of books or enough postage money in the world to send books all around the world like that. But there were 3 great ones, and I fundamentally picked 3 that just made me tickle. Ones that I read that made me go, huh, that's really cool. And because that's what Name Explains is all about. It's all about going, huh, that's really cool. Like, it's all about making people breathe out their nose a bit heavier than normal. And these 3 entries really did that. But thank you to everyone who entered this competition. It was great seeing so many entries come through. I wish I could give you all books. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know. Let's find out the winner, shall we? Energy. Woo! YouTube says to be high energy. I don't do high energy, but woo! The first chosen winner came from someone by the name of Gavriel, and they suggested the etymology nice, and I'm going to read their entry verbatim, what they said. I'm going to do it for all 3 of these guys. And they talked about the word nice, and they said nice as in he's a nice person. The earliest etymology which I found is in Latin, with the prefix ni, as in negatory, attached to serious, meaning no. Other derivatives include science and omniscience, should have pre-read this. I did, obviously, just I'm bad at speaking. I'm just getting into this. Anyway, they said, hence something along the lines of unknown or ignorant. From what I found, the word first appeared in English via French in approximately the 12th or 13th century, with a similar connotation, perhaps more in the sense of how we use the word foolish today. However, after then, the meaning changed to faint of heart, then fussy about details, then delicate to careful, both in details as well as social norms, and then to agreeable, and finally coalescing into a similar connotation to today as of the mid-19th century. So I really butchered that, but nice is an etymology I knew about anyway. I think it's one I actually talked about in the book I threw on the floor just then. In this book, I think it's in the adjective section of this book. I think I should really know this. Let me check quickly. Oh my gosh, I'm so terrible at my job. Body parts, chemicals, adjectives. I'm so sure nice. Oh, I thought about doing nice. Or did I do? Yes, there it is. Nice. There it is. Nice. It's in this book. That's why I put it to one cup. It was really interesting, and clearly you had the same opinion of me. So thank you, Gabriel. You won a copy of the signed book. I'll get in contact shortly. On to the next one. The next winner is Paul and his entry of decimate, and this is an etymology I had no clue about but just found it super fascinating. They said, how about decimate for a wild word origin? I don't know if it was a word before, but after some treachery, a Roman leader lined his soldiers up and decimated them, killing every 10th man. Decimate in Latin means 10% losses, not some brutal victory like we seem to use it for these days. This was so fascinating. Of course, decimate, the word decimate relates to 10 because it's got decimal, decade, that always means 10, and we so often use the word decimate now just mean to completely annihilate. We can't get decimate and annihilate linked with one another, but decimate actually means 10th. So if you were to decimate an army, it were to mean to kill 1/10 of it, or decimate a forest means to destroy 1/10 of it, not to destroy all of it. But that word's picked up a new meaning now, kind of meaning destroy everything. That's fine, words change meaning. It's something we talk about here a lot on the channel, and I just found it didn't even occur to me that decimate relates to 10. Paul, that really tickled me. You get a signed copy of the book. I'll be in contact shortly. And for our final winner, we have Tom. And Tom gave me a really amazing big email all about the word cap and how it means head and where that came from and other derivatives that derived from that. It was a really interesting read. I'm not going to share the whole thing here because there's one part in particular that really tickled me. And that was about the words cape and escape. So cape comes from cap, and cap means head. Cape comes from that. It means sort of a head covering, like a cloak. A cape covers your head traditionally. And escape, as Tom put it, means literally get out of one's cape, leave a pursuer with just one's cape. From the Latin ex, out of, and late Latin capa, meaning mantle. And I just found this so cool. Escape means to remove your cape. I think that's so far. I had this idea of like an anime villain, like pulling their cape off and revealing who they really are. Or like a cartoon character just escaping, running away, and just leaving their cape in a shadow of dust behind them. It's just really cool how escape just comes from this word meaning cape. It literally comes from this sort of cape heroes wear, like running away, and I just found that really cool. Tom, you get a book as well. I'll be in contact shortly. As I said, that was just 3 chosen winners, and there were so many great suggestions. Thank you all so much for everyone who applied for that competition. Sorry I couldn't pick you all. They were all really amazing, really interesting stuff. It's just those were the 3 that really tickled me the most, and that's what you gotta do with me. You gotta tickle me clearly. That's what I'm into tickling. Like I said, these are really counselling sessions for me, but we'll get onto that another time. But thank you all so much. As I said, I'll be in contact with the email winners very, very shortly after the time this video goes out. But thank you all so much. Thank you for entering that competition. Thank you for allowing me to do this job. Thank you for the wild 2021. Here's the 2022. But also, what do you guys want from 2022? What kind of videos do you want to see this year? Do you want to see more serious stuff? Have you got like actual suggestions? Go leave them in the comments. I should actually throw that over to you guys more often. What sort of content do you want to see? This channel is for you viewers, and I should really respect that and take your suggestions on board, as opposed to going, I want to do that video, let's do that, because I've been doing that for some time now. Maybe I should hear from you guys more, but that's about everything. I'm going to be back on Wednesday with a sort of silly video talking about words. Then I'll be back on Friday with my now also traditional 10 words that entered the dictionary in the previous year video. And then next week, it'll be back to normal. I've got some really fun ideas for videos this year. Thank you all again so much for allowing me to do this. I better get to work. Take care.